So this is a tarot reading for the sign of Libra. So as you can see, I've already shuffled the cards. Everything is in their respective positions, laid out and ready to go. So the way I like to do my readings is I like to start in like the recent past, present, work my way towards the future, and then at the end, I'm going to pull advice for you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So this position here that I'm touching represents the recent past, and that's where I'm going to get started. I call this the position of the back. As if you know me and if you've seen my videos, you know that I kind of, it's like if you picture a person, that's kind of like the shape that we're talking about here with regards to the spread. It's heart, head, heart, back, hands, and feet. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about that as I go. So anyway, I have here the Wheel of Fortune with the Oracle card of Jupiter, and we're talking about your recent past. Holy crap. Holy crap. This is like, you just got something. You literally got a bonus. You literally got free stuff, something handed to you, or like something lucky happened to you. That's what the Wheel of Fortune with Jupiter is. Something major lucky, major to your benefit, happening possibly randomly, possibly out of the blue. But obviously nothing is truly random in this world. It's, you know, probably something that was meant to come to you, something that, you know, you're meant to have. But yeah, seems like you got a gift, whether this is like a circumstance or literally like a physical object. So I'm going to pull cards here to see if I can dig a little deeper, get more information. So the first card I have here is the road forward. So this could actually be something that you expected to get. And wow, you got it, but I feel like you got it big somehow, maybe bigger than you expected. But the road is, it's sort of like foreseen, right? It's the path that you see. So, and I think that this may be something you're either expecting or you knew was coming, but you got it. On the bottom, I have Libra, your card. Could be a legal matter with Libra, right? Or it could just be that this is sort of creating harmony for a situation that was out of harmony before. So, in other words, this is sort of like something that, how do I put this? Was fair and needed to happen for fairness to be established, and it was in your benefit. Okay, let's see if there's any other cards on top really quick before I move forward. We have the one, we have the bread, and we have the, this is coal. So this is just really telling me more about this lucky thing. You needed it. It wasn't just something you were expecting. It wasn't, I mean, you could have been expecting it, you could have been foreseeing it, whatever, that's the road. But with the number one here, you personally needed it. The bread is needed. It's not just something you wanted to have extra. This was something you absolutely needed to have. And I don't think you had any way to get it yourself. That's coal. Coal is like heavy. It's obstinate. You didn't have any way to get it yourself. But it came to you and you got it one way or another. Let's move into the present. See how you guys are doing right now. So that was the recent past. I'm sure you got this. I'm sure the circumstance is like lingering with you guys. Maybe you guys are still enjoying the circumstance. But let's see what else is going on in the present. So I have the, I'm going to start here. This is the position of the heart, like I said before. And this talks about your emotions. So I have the Six of Wands with the Oracle card of the Hammer here. So you guys are feeling like you finally won. Honestly. You're feeling like you won, and deservedly so, and it's also a long time coming. So that's all. In fact, this kind of pretty much describes this totally. I don't even really need any more cards. That's how you're feeling about this. Let's move on. So the next position I want to look at is this position here. This is the position of the head, and this talks about your conscious thoughts, the way you're perceiving the situation, stuff like that, your plans for the future, what you're thinking about. So I have here the Princess. And I have the Knight of Swords. Could be that you're thinking about a person, another person, a princess. But you know, I'm just kind of getting that. It's like, you know what I'm actually getting with this? You guys might be flaunting what you got. You guys might be like putting it on Facebook with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is about kind of like delivering a message. It's about thought. With the Princess, I feel like maybe you guys are either thinking about doing this, maybe you already have done it. But I feel like you want to tell people, you want to show people, this is like a show and tell kind of vibe. But it's just the way you're perceiving the situation because you guys feel like you finally wanted something in the recent past. It all kind of makes sense, really, right? So let's move to the next position before I get to your future, and then we're going to look at what's coming, to you, for you, whatever, in your short-term future. So the next position here is what you guys are doing. It's your actions or what circumstances are right in your face that you have to deal with. So you have the World with the 0. Wow, talk about a fresh start. Talk about a fresh start. I mean, whatever it is that you got in the recent past, it's opened things up for you in a way that, I don't think has happened, maybe not ever or for a long time. Like, this has opened a lot of doors, basically, with the World card. And with the 0, it's like there's so many doors. You could choose any of them. And I don't think you have, but you're leaving it open. Like, this just opens everything up for you. And you're just kind of like in that zone, like you're feeling good about that. Though you're not necessarily committed to any particular path, but you're feeling good about the fact that you have all these options now that you didn't have before. I was gonna try to shuffle this, but cards just flopped over. It's so funny that I just said, I can't make this shit up. The door just flopped over right from the middle of the deck. As I was saying, you have a lot of doors open to you. Then we have the Sun card, which is just like joy. It's living in the moment. It's like living your life, right? Fully. Living your best life. And that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and just fast forward and see what's coming next for you guys. Looks good so far, guys. Honestly, looks like you guys are in like a good period right now. I think March has been a really good month for a lot of people. All right, so let's see what's coming up for my Libras. All right, so in the short-term future, I'm looking like about a month ahead, or plus minus, not exact, okay? I have the Page of Pentacles with the Rabbit. Ooh, now this is juicy. This is juicy because this has got a sexual vibe, a sensual vibe, a physical vibe to it. Whether you are ready to get physical with someone or with people, multiple partners, or this is just like you're ready to get physical in like a different way. Like maybe you're ready to play a lot of sports. This is like physical readiness to do it all. That's these two cards. Let me pull cards here, but there could be definitely a sexual direction that you could take this energy, where you are basically physically ready to engage people in that way. Let's see what comes out. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles with the Rabbit. It's physical readiness. But now we have the 9, which is a mental card. So, yeah, it's like, I am ready to do this, right? Maybe you always were, but it's a mental decision that you have made. And this is coming in the short-term future. So, have made, let me change that up, will be making. Because things have opened up so much for you, I feel like now it's put you in a position where you're ready. You're ready to like open up and like get physical and engage people on a more like either a more physical level or on a more like earthy level. Let me see what else is on top. On the bottom, we do have the City. So like I was saying before, not one person, lots of people. Maybe you're ready to go out and like literally party, right? Yeah, there is a party vibe here with the World and the 0 too. Maybe you guys are partying. So let me see what else is on the top here before I pick everything up and I pull advice for you guys. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 cards. I like to pull 3. And what I have here is the Bed. Again, I'm just digging a little deeper in these 2 cards here. Your short-term future, this physical readiness to engage the world, people, etc. We have the Bed. Ooh, what I say about juicy, right? Okay, so you guys are ready to engage multiple people in bed. I mean, I don't know how else to put that. May not be for all of you, but certainly some of you. And then with the key here, obviously, behind closed doors, in bed. The number 1 here kind of tells me that you guys are also okay with maybe having a one-night stand in the coming short-term future. That's kind of where you guys are headed, all right? I don't know, whether maybe you'll look at this reading and be like, I don't see that for myself. But maybe you'll change your mind. Maybe now that you're getting exposed to all this stuff, to the World card, you'll really get into the feelies of people. All right, let's pull advice for you guys. Can I have advice for my Libra signs? The way I like to do advice is I kind of leave it open for general advice, though a lot of times it will reference the reading, so we'll see. Can I have advice for my Libras? Advice, please. Let's do a bridge shuffle. That feels good. Can I have some advice for my Libras for the next couple weeks, month, etc.? What should my Libras be doing, focused, or aware of with regards to the reading or in general? Okay, that card really wanted to come out, and of course, I cannot make this stuff up. It's the World card again. Get out there. Do what you're doing. Keep doing it, right? Mingle, network. That's the World card. On the bottom, the Queen of Cups, though. So, oh, well, that's interesting. The Queen of Cups with the Moon. All right, so maybe it isn't quite as simple as this. You know, there is something. It's not as easy to get out there as I'm saying, like, go mingle. You know, it's not as easy because you have baggage somewhere. There's emotional baggage. There is a past. Whatever. Everybody's got it. But I was just peeking through these cards with the Queen of Cups, the Moon underneath, and the Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords. Maybe there is a little bit of baggage underneath, but the advice here is to, I mean, don't be dragged down by it, right? Get out there and mingle, which I feel like you're doing. Tell me about this advice, or give me another card here. Let's do Oracle cards. Anything else here for advice for my Libras? Okay, so left turn. The unusual. Places that you don't go before. People you don't meet, usually. Things you don't usually do. The world, okay? The more different new things that you do, the more paths you have available, right? It's all tied to the World card. Exposure. Let's see what else came out. Gemini. What did I say about exposure? And mingling, right? That is all Gemini. Very, very much the message here with Gemini. And then with the head and the hourglass here, this is kind of saying I feel like you're going to need a little bit of time to get used to this new lifestyle that I think you are like starting. But it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be really good for you. But there is a mental adjustment, and the advice here is to take as much time as you need, but try new things and expose yourself to as much stuff as you can. People, situations, whatever. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. Libras, thank you guys so much for being here. That's going to be your reading for this week. If this did resonate for you, please press the like button for me. If you would, that really does help me with the algorithm and the video circulation. But regardless, I really appreciate y'all. With that, I will see you in a couple weeks. Take care.